Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tuesday's Market Situation Report, or SITREP, here at Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz. Just knocked out a good primary live trade brief this morning. Really happy with the primary portfolio, looking nice, up about 13.5 month to date. Positions in trading the iShares China ETF FXI. Been trading Lulu, been trading Boeing. Looked this morning to add, we legged into an iron condor on Boeing. We actually closed the Lulu bull put spread for $2,000 profit. Looking to get bearish on the S&P 500 out to Friday on what I think is going to be a potential sell the news moment with the trade deal. Let's get strategic. France, Germany, United Kingdom serving notice to Iran under the nuke deal that they might withdraw. This would be the first step in reimposing UN sanctions against this rogue nation. Of course, Nancy Five Scotch Pelosi over the weekend looked even more like an idiot by saying, hey, these protests in Iran right now, a lot of people are out protesting a lot of things. We really can't pinpoint one specific thing. It's just an absolute disgrace. The woman's a disgusting human being. If they were screaming death to Donald Trump, she, of course, would be all over it about what great people they are. But, of course, they're protesting the fact that their regime shot down a civilian airliner, and they're reacting to it. They were calling for death to the mullahs, death to the regime. And, of course, Nancy can't figure out why these people are protesting. It's a disgrace. Can't stand the woman. Walls don't work, and she lives in a pretty big mansion in San Francisco behind a bunch of walls. She needs to worry more about the feces on the sidewalks and the hypodermic needles all over her district than impeachment. It's going to be pretty funny tomorrow. Historic signing of a phase one deal tomorrow, the same day that Nancy's going to jump on her broomstick and fly down the hallway and deliver finally the articles of impeachment, right? The president's a clear and present danger. He has to be removed from office immediately, and harumph, and then she sits on it for, 3 or 4 weeks, takes a break, guy has to get out of here by Christmas, and here we are halfway through January. So it's comical. But the phase one, I'm not feeling a big rally tomorrow on this phase one signing. We might kind of get an initial rally. I'm starting to get a sell the news type of we still don't know what's in it. For all the pomp and circumstance expected tomorrow, we're still unsure that what's in it. I'm still seeing numbers all over the place on potential ag purchases out of China. I covered last week that Goldman's head of commodities said that it's physically impossible that China's going to honor the 40 billion in farm purchases. I thought the president said it was 50. Well, we can't even get a right number, and I don't know. And they're obviously also looking to agree to stop the forced transfer of technology, folks. I warn you, this was going to happen, that China is going to agree to more or less everything, and it's not going to be worth the paper it's printed on. This. So I feel we might have a little bit of a sell the news moment here. People have become more pessimistic because a lot of the purchases are going to be hard to attain. And it's just going to be, and if you think they're going to stop stealing our intellectual property, you're nuts. You're high, folks. So this is going to be one of those things where Trump might jump on top of the desk and start crowing about what a great deal this is, and then once we get into it, it just doesn't look that good. If that happens, you will see a sell on the news. Now, Dow's up triple digits, just north of 100 points right now. Good earnings, right? JP Morgan reported really, really good earnings. Revenue increased 9%, investment banking, and their FIC picked up, fixed income, currency, and commodity trading divisions. Also, Citi looked pretty good. Their revenue was up 7%. Wells Fargo was an outlier. Wells Fargo is a criminal enterprise. A couple of years ago, 5,000 of their employees were creating fake accounts, stealing from your account to gin up, to churn essentially and make a bonus. Remember that piece of shit CEO that sat in front of Congress and testified like, I'm not responsible for those people. I don't know who was in what? It's like the skipper of an aircraft carrier, when his engine room blows up, like, I don't know what's going on down there. I'm not in charge of that. Yeah, you are, man. Forget that dude's name, whatever. The Wells Fargo CEO. So Wells Fargo had a ton of legal stuff that they're squirreling away and expenses, and so they didn't do so hot. But I wouldn't take that as a harbinger. But if you look at let's take a look at JP Morgan. JPM. JP Morgan, folks, stock's only up 2%. Blowout earnings, and the stock's up 2%. Why? Because they needed to have blowout earnings to sustain where they are. So there ain't going to be too much juice that you're going to be getting. But this is a $140 stock, folks. We were trading it a year or two ago when it was down here at 80, 100. It's up here at 140. I like JP Morgan. I want to get back in and get long JP Morgan. I ain't doing it now, folks. I'm going to start retargeting the longs that I want to get into when the market. What do you mean when? When, not if the market pulls back. We are due for a little bit of a correction, and as I predicted, we might have a sell the news moment with this trade deal. Okay, so I just don't feel it. Good news out of Visa today, man. They picked up, they spent 5.3 billion to buy Plaid. That's going to get them into the fintech startup, man. That's going to get them outside of credit cards and into other payment avenues. I told you, don't ever trade Bitcoin or any of that stupid crap. You get into these, man. You get into a Visa because once the wild west of cryptocurrency gets settled out, Visa's going to step in and buy whoever the biggest is. That's what you do. That's the safest play. If you want to kind of throw darts in the crypto world, God bless you, but that's not what you do. So now's not a good time to be investing, folks. I'm going to do a brief after the close on Thursday at 4:30 Eastern, so make sure you check your email box. We're sending out emails, personal emails to invite folks. We're not super broadcasting it to the public because I have a lot to cover in our 2020 look ahead brief. I'm going to cover my acronym for 2020, TIMEF, TIMEF, and the 6 sectors we're going to be looking to target to make money. Boeing today, new skipper takes over as the old skipper gets his $65 million golden parachute for sucking. Only on Wall Street do you get a golden parachute of $65 million for killing over 300 people, and it's gross. Breaking news also today about their orders are like the lowest in decades. That's breaking news, folks. What happened? We were in the primary live trade brief when that news broke. Look what happened to the stock. Breaking news, Boeing biggest loss in decades of orders. And the stock is rallying on that news. Isn't that funny? Now we legged an iron condor here on Boeing with a bear call spread. And let's see. It's up $600. But the top of the iron condor is the 337.5, 340. Okay. Remember, even though it's popping right now, it's where this thing expires on Friday. We get a sell the news event tomorrow on the trade deal, and everything's going to be pulling back here. And what else is going on? Oh yeah, champagne tariffs, man. The president's looking to slap 100% tariff on wine, champagne, and cheese in response to them this digital services tax. They want to hit all our big tech companies with this massive tax. Remember going over to the NATO summit right here? The president woke up and slapped aluminum and steel tariffs on Brazil and Argentina, and then threatened Macron with this. This would be a game changer, folks. It would trigger a lot of job losses, but to be honest with you, what a better way to get people to buy California sparkling wine over champagne than doing this. Okay, the largest foreign market for the French for champagne is the United States. If tariffs are increased, U.S. consumers ain't going to be paying 100% more for a bottle of Veuve. You're already paying 100% more. And 100% more? Nope. They'll reject higher prices and shift to other brands like home. I'm not, President campaigned on being tariff man, right? He ain't a Republican in this respect of free markets and this and that and blah, blah, blah. He has no problems bringing out the tariff gun and punching somebody in the face when he sees some unfair shit going on. I think it's freaking fantastic. Project Veritas dropping some great videos today. Bernie Sanders seriously ranking folks and, saying that if Bernie doesn't get the nomination, Milwaukee's going to burn. We need free education so we can put, re-educate people and use the schools to indoctrinate them. Gulags certainly weren't a bad thing for people that didn't disagree politically. I mean, wait till you see the videos that are dropping out of Project Veritas. So make sure you take a look in the news and see what's going on here. This is good stuff. I love when this guy drops undercover videos. Yeah, look at this. Bernie Sanders supporters, if he doesn't get the nomination or it goes to a second round at the DNC convention, effing Milwaukee will burn. This is great. Good stuff. So anyway, and obviously all the fascists in Hollywood. You see Vince Vaughn last night at the national championship, shook the president's hand. Hollywood is going apeshit. Their faces are melting off. How dare you even talk to another human being on the other side of the fence? It really is. It's disgusting, right? They're trying to destroy this man's career for speaking to the president. I think this is incredible. This is ridiculous, but it's, the election of Donald Trump didn't start the left's hate. It revealed it. They're not tolerant, folks. The most tolerant people in this country, or at least who claim to be, are the most intolerant. Okay, I got the trades already posted on the site. I'll post the replay shortly. I'm going on day 6 of the flu here, folks, so please indulge me. Tomorrow's day 7, and they say it's about a week to fully get your airspeed back, so hopefully I'll be back up to speed by tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. Impeachment, trade deal, and I think we sell on the news. Okay, have a good rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.